Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Super 80s Podcast Friend. We are a TV theme song explorer. We've got one mission, and that is to analyze every single 1980s TV theme song, all genres. And I don't know about you guys, but when occasionally I tell people about our podcast, they're always telling me about new shows I've never heard of from the 80s.
Really?
So the spreadsheet is getting updated semi-regularly.
Wow.
Yeah, some weird shit.
I found a real oddball one the other day, and I added to the list, but I can't remember what it was. So you'll
Love
see
it.
it, and you'll be like, this doesn't exist. That's not a real thing. But it did.
Keep them coming. We want to keep this train. We want to keep this train rolling. If you like what you hear here, I do that every week on the Super 80s Podcast. Here. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave us a review. All that stuff. We really like it and appreciate it. And finally, if you have any questions, please reach out via Facebook and email, any of that crap. We love hearing from you guys. By the way, I'm John.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Peter.
And we like to start out our show with a drink. Ryan, what is in that beautiful glass of yours?
It is a beautiful glass, and it's filled this evening with Door County Brewery Vacation Land.
A really cool can.
Yes. Yes.
Also, welcome to the podcast, Door County
Door
Brewery.
County Brewery. Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the podcast.
Exactly.
Vacation Land. All right.
I had one sip. It's good.
I have played music at the Door County Brewing Company, like brew pub, twice.
Yeah.
Their old one and their new one.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a neat place. Good beer. They have a really good porter or stout. I forget which it is, but it's very good. Pete, what's in your glass?
Same thing. Door County Vacation Land.
Awesome. I am having an Odell Brewery Mountain Standard.
Mountain Standard.
Welcome to the podcast,
Wow.
Odell Brewery.
Wow.
Let's try these beers out, boys. Cheers.
Prost.
Delish.
They clink the glass, and that means it good.
That's a fantastic beer, Odell Brewery. Nice work. It's the beginning of the episode, and we got our drinks. We gave us our intro. It's time for retractions, observations, ideas, and announcements. I've got a handful, but let's either you fellas want to start? Retractions, announcements, observations.
Remind me what we talked about last time.
Our last, hold on, oh boy, oh shit. We don't prepare for our podcast. Give me 2 seconds. Oh man, this is great.
Let's
We're
see.
starting out, the beer's good beer.
Yeah.
Delicious IPA.
Yeah, here we go. Hold on. I'm almost there. Give me 2 more seconds.
Days of Our Lives
Oh, that was one of them.
Yeah,
and Shirt Tails.
I've got no retractions on Days of Our Lives or Shirt Tails.
American Gladiators was before that. Square
See, that's so
Pegs.
far
Okay.
back, I'm not going to remember anything.
So
to
Days,
retract.
Shirt Tails, Gladiators, Square Pegs.
Yeah.
Knight Rider before that.
Can I just? I don't know that it's a retraction, but a confession
Sure.
that I don't know that. I don't know that I hate the Square Pegs theme as much as I thought I hated it.
Interesting.
Have you been watching the show that you've heard it more, or is it just playing in your
Yeah,
head?
good question.
Yeah. So I watched a little bit of an
All
episode
right.
and really like 5 minutes because that's all I got through until my kids interrupted me. But like, but I got the theme song out and then it was kind of living in my head and I played it because I was like, I got to get this out, right? Because it'll be there forever. So my theory on that is always you play the song,
Flush it out.
flush it out, and I did, and I don't know that I don't think I hate it.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's not good, but it's I don't hate it.
All right.
So-
Well, that's okay. That's a
Yeah.
little love for the Square Pegs theme.
Yeah.
What did you think of the 5 minutes you watched?
I definitely saw what you guys were talking about. That like you can tell it's a quirky and thoughtful show. Like
Neat writing.
yeah.
Any other shows we've watched? We can go in all sorts of order here. I've got some retractions, but did you watch anything else you want to talk about?
I did watch a little bit of the Muppet Show.
Cool.
Yeah,
With the family or solo?
with the family, and I think I was the only one paying attention. But
Who was the guest?
Elton John.
Oh, nice.
So I found that Disney Plus has every episode of it on. So I just kind of clicked through, found Elton John. I only watched about half the episode, but it was funny, and it's a weird ass show.
It's a weird ass show.
It's weird and like almost written. It feels like it's written by people who are high for people that are high.
Agreed.
Like,
I told you, like, there's a weird, like, just like weird psychedelic puppets just being like, whoa.
correct. Yeah. The intro, like the first part of Elton John was he was singing Crocodile Rock, and they have like a little,
Sure.
The puppets or whatever, and it's in a swamp, and there's crocodiles like waiting for him, and they eventually eat him at the end.
See, that's the genius of the Muppet Show.
He falls into the swamp and they eat him. It's like so good. Yeah.
It's really good. Cool. So a little bit of Square Pegs, a little bit of Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Awesome. Engineer Pete?
I've just watched more Square Pegs.
Is it only getting better? Like, is your enjoyment only increasing?
Yes.
Cool.
But it's getting harder and harder to find episodes.
Oh.
And I thought I'd maybe be able to watch them all the way through, but YouTube is only got select ones, so I might have already watched all I can watch.
The well is dry.
It might. Well, I have to look more, but I have not seen Muffy's Bat Mitzvah yet, where Devo plays.
Yeah.
gotta
I
find
think that
one.
might be the very last episode, so I've kind of trying to been doing it at least in sequence.
Yeah.
But yeah, still enjoying it.
That's cool.
This is like its own podcast.
We
like
could start a
Pete's
separate
search
Square
for Square
For
Pegs
Muffy's
episodes.
Bat
Like,
Mitzvah. It can be our first, what do you call on a show?
Spin-off.
A spin-off, thank you.
It's like an after school special. Pete's
Nice.
search for.
Muffy's Bat Mitzvah. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
No,
No.
it doesn't.
I've got a couple retractions.
Yeah.
Retraction time. All right. First retraction. So this is going back to the American Gladiators episode. After it was announced that Bill Conti of Karate Kid and Rocky fame scored the theme, I said, "Give it and I'll be back. I don't need to hear anymore." And I obviously didn't give it and I'll be back,
Right.
but I never went back and retracted because when Pete told us that Bill Conti wrote this thing,
Yeah.
I said, "This is
That's
a
all you
thumbs
need to
up."
know. Yeah.
So I forgot to retract. So that's my first retraction.
Okay.
Second, I said that the guy who says, "Let's get ready to rumble," I referred to him as Mark Sawtooth. Not his name. I
No.
was told from a listener it is Michael Buffer.
Yeah, it's definitely Michael Buffer.
Not Mark Sawtooth.
So, the old sawtooth.
For all you bingo players out there, have been, this isn't a retraction, but this is from Anonymous Statistician. There have been 6 Phil Collins references since our show has started.
That's not nearly enough.
I agree.
As far as I'm concerned.
No.
He's my favorite Alamo expert in the world.
It's true. Sure.
This is going way back to the Square Pegs episode. This is from our longtime listener and good pal Yura. He says, all-time top 5 moment on the episode. This is Ryan talking. It's a little bit like 5 seconds of dead air. Hey Jude. Now, that's alone is a good call from Yura. Listener Michelle sends a message on our Facebook page. My biggest laugh yet while listening to this podcast was Ryan comparing the song to a song by none other than the Beatles. I have to say, I did not at all see that one coming. So your comparison of the Square Pegs theme to frickin' Hey Jude.
Apparently gotten some reaction.
Yes.
Yeah. But no retraction.
No.
Stand by it.
Standing by it. Yes. I retract Mark Sawtooth, but there's no retraction on.
Not needed.
I watched a little bit of Shirt Tales.
Okay. Yeah.
I couldn't find a full episode, which turned out to be a blessing. I found a clip of an episode. It starts out, the frickin' mole is listening to classical music. And
The frickin' mole.
and he says, listening to the classical music of Mole's art is sure relaxing.
It's actually a pretty good impression.
Yeah, what do you think of his pun? Mole's art for Mozart.
Mole's art? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's listening to some Mozart, and then this funky disco music starts permeating the entire tree, and it interrupts him, and all the other shirttails freak out. It's Mr. Dinkle. It's coming from his house because he apparently lives in the park across from the shirttails in a little shack. And they go to his house. He's all dressed up like Travolta in Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, my.
And he's playing these tunes because he's preparing to go to Bosco's. He was invited to Bosco's, the most exclusive new wave disco in town.
Ooh.
There's our setup. So the shirttails are like, all right, well, now we know why this disco music's playing. They go back to their tree, and they get an alert on their crime alert thing.
Yeah.
Crime alert, that Big T, the DJ, has just escaped from prison.
Ooh.
He's a former DJ turned criminal. So the gang, minus the mole, who stays home with a tiny bunny, head to Bosco's to fight some crime. Their shirts said 4 in a row were, on one shirt, off to Bosco's. That's how the shirts lit up.
I like it.
So that was the 3-minute preview. That was plenty. That's what I got to see. So yeah, they were going to go try to get there's literally a dude in prison who they thought was going to DJ at Bosco's and cause some trouble.
I also tried to find shirttails and couldn't.
Yeah.
So I spent probably 20 minutes trying to find an episode on any app, like television app,
Right.
on YouTube. I don't even know how you got the 3-minute preview.
Yeah, it was something.
I'm glad that you found it because now I don't have to search any harder.
Yeah, I think 3 minutes I get
that
it.
was enough.
It was, again, as Pete's said before, if I'm 7 years old, am I into this? Probably.
Okay.
Like the ridiculousness of Mr. Winkle being dressed up as Travolta was hilarious.
Which is also funny because that the comparison would, no kid would get that.
Well, I feel like even with the theme, whoever was writing and producing this were really stuck in the 70s.
Right.
We're going to a disco. It's 1984.
But it's a new
New
wave.
wave disco.
New wave disco, right?
I wonder if the guy who got out of the Huskow was still thinking that disco was alive.
Well, I was going to say Mr. Dinkle might have been. He's going to go in there. There's going to be a bunch of mohawks and
Ooh,
right.
Yeah.
Things like that.
The waitresses are playing.
The waitresses are playing. He's wearing his Travolta outfit.
Shirttails.
He thinks it's Studio 54 and it's
not.
CBGB.
So that's that. We got a couple of retractions. Any other comments, questions, areas of concern before we turn this thing over to our adorable robot, Conky?
No, not really. I mean,
Seems like you want to talk.
well, there's just a time when it's important to say some things.
Okay.
This beer is really good. That's really all I wanted. That's all I really wanted to say.
He's liking the...
The vacation
the
land.
vacation land.
Yeah.
It's very light in color, but it's
You might have to have 2.
well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what song gets picked out. Conky!
Ready to assist you. Pee-wee.
Morning, Conky. What's today's secret word?
Today's secret word is Hardcastle and McCormick.
Your what hurts? What the hell is Hardcastle and McCormick?
Let me tell you.
Oh man.
So we start out with memories. I don't get stumped as too often on this show. I think some listeners have pointed out that I'm usually the one who's like, "Oh, we used to watch that all the time," and you guys are like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Right.
I got nothing. I maybe have heard of it. No idea if it's a comedy, drama, sci-fi.
Yeah.
You guys?
It seems vaguely familiar, but not like it wasn't a regular watch for sure. Because otherwise, I think I would remember it better.
Okay.
But the name sounds familiar, and
I don't know if Hardcastle and McCormick are guys, girls, pets.
Yeah. I definitely remember the title, but I'm with you. I have no idea. Is this a cop show? Is this like a sci-fi?
It sounds like it would be a cop show.
Correct. Yeah. Or like a private
Cagney and Lacey.
detectives. Like yeah, right. Like I have no idea.
Nothing. Wow.
Yeah.
So we got 3 people stumped.
Yeah.
This
Big
is
fat
exciting.
0.
Big fat 0. Well, that was quick and easy.
Yeah.
In the last 10 seconds, Conky zapped some information into Pete's brain. He fell on the floor for a little bit. His pants fell down. We pulled him back up for him, and he had a sip of his vacation land, and now he's ready to tell us all about the legendary Hardcastle
McCormick.
and McCormick.
Okay, it's an action crime drama. It was on ABC from September of 83 to May of 1986.
Okay.
A couple years.
3 seasons, 67 episodes. Now, Ryan, you know a little bit about our legal system, so you might enjoy this. There's a judge, Milton Hardcastle. He's getting ready to retire, and he finds a file of 200 cases that have been dismissed on technicalities. And he desires to make these criminals answer for their crimes.
Interesting way to
And
set
his
up a show.
last case is with this race car driver / car thief named Mark Skid McCormick.
Skid.
McCormick's friend had designed this race car called the Coyote X. That friend is murdered, and McCormick stole the car from his friend's former business partner because he may have had something to do with the murder. Unclear.
Oh.
But so Hardcastle strikes a deal with McCormick as part of his parole. He gets to keep this stolen car.
Judge Hardcastle strikes a deal with
Skids
McCormick.
Yep.
Holy shit.
So McCormick is going to help Hardcastle pursue these 200 cases that were dismissed.
Oh,
He's got a fast car to
and
help him.
Hardcastle is going to help McCormick look for the murderer of his friend. Now,
Outstanding.
what's unclear is what they plan to... Like, I don't know. Are they trying to catch these people still actively committing crimes? Because
Right.
if a case is dismissed, it's dismissed.
Yeah. What are they going to do with these people?
These
once
people
they-
might have actually been innocent and their case was
Correct.
just dismissed, and then Hardcastle and McCormick just go and beat them up. I don't know what
Judge
kind of...
Hardcastle doesn't care about that.
Oh, and I'm going to have to Google these. I'm picturing Hardcastle looking like Wilford Brimley.
Not quite, but Brian Keith, if that name does that, the dad from the Parent Trap movie, the original one.
Oh yeah,
He's got a smoky voice, like a smoker's voice. I should
and
say,
he
not
almost
smoky.
looks like Brian Dennehy. I always
Yes.
think those
Okay.
guys get
Yes.
mixed up. Yeah.
And McCormick, I'm picturing looking a bit like Owen Wilson.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't actually know what he looks like, but I don't think he looks like Owen
I think
Wilson.
he looks more like Face from
That-
A-Team.
That could be.
Like
His name
he's
was
kind
Daniel,
of a good-looking guy.
Daniel Hugh Kelly. I don't think he had a whole lot of other acting.
So we got
credits.
law and we got a race car.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Or vigilante.
Right.
Vigilante
He just
justice.
has a little bit of.
He's a former judge by the time they start going out doing their business.
Oh, so
there's
he's done.
There's no law involved here, just justice.
Damn right.
Um,
It's got a little bit of a Knight Rider like theme to it, right? Like vigilante kind of,
yes,
kind of deal.
crime
Taking the
fighting,
law-
but
Airwolf.
not by the,
Yeah, Airwolf. Yeah, maybe Airwolf even more
There's a
so.
lot of vigilantism.
Yeah.
Back then. And I'm like really surprised that I did not know more about this show, seeing as how it was kind of based around a car. Like that seems like it would have been my
Seems
jam.
like a Pete show.
Right, for sure.
But if nobody else in my family wanted to watch Hardcastle and McCormick, I was getting outvoted 99% of the time.
You can get our I Like Pete Shows t-shirt on our website. It says
you
I
can.
like Pete Shows and just has a picture of a car.
Yep.
It's a Plymouth Horizon, but it's a car. But so the Coyote X that they used in the show was actually like a VW Beetle based kit car. Which,
What?
Yeah. I mean, they look cool, but it was super slow.
Yeah.
And at some point, they had to switch to a larger kind of kit, like a customized car, because the two characters, Hardcastle and McCormick, both had a hard time getting in and out of these.
Jeez.
It was very small and very low to the ground, and they're just big old dudes.
Wow.
Yeah. Judge
So
Hardcastle.
now we got the song. The opening theme during the season 1 was a song called "Drive," composed by Mike Post.
Whoa.
Mike Post theme.
Mike Post theme.
And
Mike
Stephen
Post.
Geyer, and sung by David Morgan. For the first 12 episodes of season 2, the theme song was "Back to Back," also composed by Post and Geyer.
Oh.
Mike Post theme. Mike Post theme.
But this one was sung by Joey Scarberry, who also sang "The Greatest American Hero."
Well, that's
Oh,
a good
really?
jam.
Then the Drive theme was reinstated in season 2, episode 13. So the first one only lasted 12 episodes.
How confusing.
And then kept
Yeah.
through the end.
So they started with Drive, and then they got the second theme, and then they went back to Drive.
Yeah.
Somebody got pissed about it.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's all Post and
Right.
yeah.
Post must have had a
Huff teaser.
a bee in his bonnet about it over something, and then cut it, and then got pissed again.
yeah.
So some Post themes that I don't think I've mentioned before. His some theme songs that have either charted on the Billboard Hot 100 and or the Adult Contemporary chart. So TV theme shows that he wrote that actually charted.
Okay.
Rockford Files was number 10 in 1975. Adult Contemporary number 16.
That's a instrumental, I think, Rockford.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Rockford was
Does
instrumental.
it make its way into the 80s?
That's a good question.
It might.
The theme from The Greatest American Hero, believe it or
course.
not, I'm Walking on
Yeah.
Air. That was number
Yeah.
2
Yeah.
on the Billboard
I
100.
didn't realize that was Mike Post. Wow.
Hill Street Blues went to number 10.
course.
Another instrumental.
Yep. Magnum PI went to number 25.
That's a shame. It should have been higher than that.
Yeah.
The theme from LA Law did not chart on Billboard, but it did make it to number 13 on the Adult Contemporary chart.
If there ever was a Michael Bolton feeling kind of theme song, it's LA Law.
Well, that's some fantastic information.
Absolutely. I'm amazed by that.
So we got the premise of the show,
Yep.
and we've got two. So we got to do two themes.
I think, yeah.
So obviously we're starting with.
I think there's
I
only
think
one
we're
that's
starting-
out there.
Oh, we only found one.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see if I ask Conky, like, by the name of the song and the singer.
Oh, yeah. That might help.
We'll find out here.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm looking
I
up a
feel
picture.
like the we're kind of boiling down the premises of 80s themes of TV shows to, like, orphans,
Yep.
house moms,
Yep.
Yep.
vigilantes.
Vigilanteism.
Vigilantes is now on the list. I
You're
feel
right,
like.
yeah.
So good call on Hardcastle looking like Dennehy. And I would say that McCormick looks like a blend of Michael Knight and Philip Michael Thomas from Miami Vice.
Oh yeah, he's got Jerry curl. I mean, that's
Yeah.
it's
Right,
not Jerry curl. That's a perm.
It's a perm.
That's a perm.
That's a little Hasselhoff meets Philip Michael Thomas.
yeah.
Oh.
Well put.
It's their little baby.
A mullet perm.
Yes.
That was a mullet perm.
As
That guy was pulling some tail back in 83.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was in
Yeah,
the
he
back of
was.
his VW converted kid car.
It had no space.
Jeez,
Tight
Louise.
fit.
Man.
That was the love making sound.
Oh, okay.
So, should we listen to this thing?
Yeah.
So this is season one.
I believe we're starting out with Drive.
Drive. All right. Not the song by the Cars.
Correct.
Hopefully.
Not the other
Hopefully
song,
not.
Drive.
That song is
That would be
kind
weird.
of
It's a snoozer.
It's a snoozer.
You guys watch what you say about the cars.
Sorry, Pete.
I'm pretty sure this is Drive.
I love it. They're just revving her up.
Yeah.
That's a great way to start a
And
show.
that is not the sound of a Volkswagen Beetle
No,
engine.
no.
It's more like a Fiero. No.
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 It's more like a Ferrari.
Oh, first of all, this is great so far.
Yes.
Drive! Listen to the man. Ryan just touched his phone. He's like, shit, I got to look up lyrics.
What's this next word that he's going to say? Listen to this Volkswagen.
Drive. Could we actually, I do this somewhat regularly, but could we start it over? I wasn't expecting that, so I needed.
It came in
Very
hot.
much in your face.
It
also.
came in hot. Wait, listen to the
Funyuns in your hand. I believe it's listen to the Funyuns in your hand.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Drive. Push it to the floor
Oh.
till the engine screams.
We were close.
We were super
Very
close.
A
close.
lot of onions in there.
You can get our Funyuns shirt on super80spodcastshirts.internet. This is awesome, by the
This
way.
sounds like it was a Kiss song.
Yes. This is a Gene Simmons,
Yes.
like late 70s Kiss rocker.
Absolutely.
That's a great call. Man, this is a great Kiss. You gotta like the demon that's crying in your beer.
You're about a third of their way there. Driving like the demon that drives your beat.
Okay, so I wasn't actually terribly far off.
Yeah.
That's a weird lyric, though.
Yeah, could you
Yes,
read
it
that?
is.
Actually, let's read that again.
Drive, push it to the floor till the engine screams. Drive, driving like the demon that drives your beat.
I don't get it.
You got a beat, and it's being driven by a demon.
Yeah.
This song's awesome.
No exorcism required.
No.
Demon's just driving the beat.
Oh yeah, this is now we got a good little hook here.
Yep.
Gonna hug that teddy bear. Gonna hug that teddy bear.
You're on a hard road. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Their lyrics are almost as good as mine.
Yep.
So first off, is there like stuff happening in the background?
Yeah, sound effects.
A little Heathcliff action here.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. A-team.
Cadillac
Yeah,
landed in a pond, turned into a boat.
It's catchy. It's fun. The guy's voice has got a little bit, like you said, a little Kiss feel to
Kiss
it.
vibe to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a certain way that Gene Simmons sort of enunciates, and this guy's got a little bit of that same delivery.
Correct.
And this singer, his name is David Morgan. I don't have any background info on him.
But he's got the
He's got the growl.
of the a growl. Yeah.
That's all it takes. That was so Simmons.
Yeah. So just to catch up on the lyrics
Yes.
here, you're driving on a hard road. Nobody cares.
That's an interesting.
If you hit the brakes, you got to think fast. Keep it in gear. One slip is all it takes.
Well, these are some. They're trying really hard to keep it about cars.
Yes.
Do we have any mentions of the legal component of the show yet?
No Judge Hardcastle here.
You got a bunch of files before you're retired.
It's very convoluted parole.
You got to keep those wheels on the straight and
Yeah,
narrow.
you do.
Okay.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, the double clap. I love it.
There's like many a Mike Post theme. Man,
There's
does he,
a lot to
he
like
packs
here.
a lot.
Yes,
There's
he
a lot.
does.
I could listen to this song 10 times and I still wouldn't understand everything that's going
Yep.
on.
Oh, breakdown.
Ace Frehley comes in. The Space Ace. This is a freaking Kiss song.
What the heck?
We go a little halftime there. Peter Criss is hitting his
Yeah.
China cymbal.
Yeah.
Iron and steel in the palm of your hand.
This is by far the weak point of the song.
Yeah. It's not my favorite.
The bridge
Took
is
a real sharp turn there lyrically and musically.
I didn't even
Is
realize.
this is where he starts singing about files?
Yeah, let's hear it.
No, like I can't even find what the hell they're singing about here. Like it's not in the lyrics that I've been given.
This guy went off script.
Totally went off script. Yeah. I don't know.
Living your life on the state of the art.
Living your life on the state of the art?
Is this the same song?
Exactly. It's
Did we do some sort of weird warp?
It's a different beat. It's complete like
Maybe when Post and Geyer write a song together, Post writes the first part and then just hands it over,
To Geyer.
and Geyer just sucks.
you got the first two. I got the next two.
Geyer's got a serious Mike Post secret.
Yep.
He's like, you let me write songs with you or I'm going to tell everybody.
Yep.
Lay down the law. Don't you let 'em cross the line.
So this is like 9 songs in one.
Exactly.
It's a lot.
Lay down the law. Don't you let them cross the line.
What happened to Drive?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is hard because for about 40 seconds of this song, I was like, I think I know how I'm going to vote.
Right.
Now,
This is fascinating.
Post and Geyer, don't fuck this one up in the last 20 seconds.
They're trying. They're trying their hardest.
Under the hood, got the bad and the good.
This sounds
Under
like
the hood, got the bad and the good.
Yep,
That is
brought back the car
man.
theme.
this almost sounds like a bad 80s Jimmy Buffett song. Even delivery-wise right there. It just had a... It's not Gene Simmons anymore, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing time.
Okay.
All right,
That was the weirdest bridge ever.
We've circled it back to Drive. It's time for the song to redeem itself.
So I've got the lyrics.
Okay, walk us through what we've been
the bridge
listening to.
lyrics here.
Do you?
This is so it's so weird. Okay, you're on a hard road. Nobody cares if you hit the brakes. You got to think fast. Keep it in gear. One slip is all it takes. You got to keep your wheels on the straight and narrow if you want to survive. Slow motion, man. Iron and steel in the palm of your hand. Hardwired heart beating your life on the state of the art.
This is like drunk AI.
Lay down the law. Don't let them cross the line. Under the hood, got the good, got the bad and the good. Everybody's doing time. Like it's.
I feel like I probably would have written lyrics like that in third grade.
It's really weird.
Wow. What's his name again? Neffley?
Who?
The guy who's not Mike Post?
Geyer.
Geyer. Man.
First name Stephen Geyer.
Not Neffley.
Not Neffley. Not close.
Listen to the fall till the end and scream.
What happened to this song? I'm legit confused.
It's like two different songs.
I don't know what's happening. Jeez. It doesn't even sound like the first Drive version.
Correct.
It's like they ripped Gene Simmons out of the vocal booth, kicked Mike Post down a flight of stairs, and some other people came in and were like, we're in charge now.
Yeah.
Vigilantes. Ooh. Demon?
Yep.
Driving like a demon that drives your dreams.
Well, there's our Kiss reference.
Oh, it's not driving the beat anymore. Now it's driving my
now
dreams.
it's your dreams. Yeah, like Freddy Krueger.
Dream Warriors. Dream Warriors. Little Dokken? Yeah. Love Dokken.
Man.
You guys like Dokken? Wow.
Yes.
That was weird.
That was something.
Yeah. It reminded me a little bit of this Kiss song. Hold on.
That was a really weird experience right there.
That was very weird.
I'm not sure we've had one that was that weird.
Well, and not just that it was weird. Like, usually they're consistent. They either start out crappy and they're crappy all the way through, or they start out good and they're good all the way through.
Yeah.
That one was just bizarre.
It was really
well put.
bizarre. Man.
What Kiss song were you thinking?
I couldn't. I'd have to do a little thinking, and that's not happening today.
That's fine.
I'll get back to you on that. Yeah, let's take a break from thinking about this as a piece of music, and let's watch Drive, because I am
Okay.
truly perplexed.
All right, Conky, turn on your video, stomach.
Ooh.
Did you just tell Conky to turn on his stomach?
Did you see what Conky was watching by himself? That's a little weird. Glad we're switching over to this. When does Conky watch his own shows?
That's a good question.
That's creepy. All right. So we have, I believe that's called a tachometer?
That is correct, John.
Yes. Car talk.
Look at that gear shift.
That is an interesting. Is that a
beautiful
six,
80s
But
gear
it's
shift.
funny because that tachometer, I felt like had a Ferrari logo on the back of it.
Huh?
I think it's a Ferrari. I mean, I think it's a Ferrari.
Like, they had to film it in something else because those
Correct.
kit cars do not have nice
they,
interiors typically.
Well, and you're not going to get that kind of sound from a kit car.
That is also true.
Looks like a 5-speed, huh?
Oh yeah.
It's a gated manual.
That's what I meant.
Listen to the
That is a beautiful car.
Is it?
Absolutely. And I could see why those fellows couldn't get in and out of it if that's
It looks like a Matchbox car.
Yes, it does. Awesome.
Man, cars do people jump cars much anymore?
Not enough. Not
Let's
enough.
bring it
John.
back, listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you're
Whatever
driving around,
happened to car jumping?
whatever happened? Well, let's bring it back. If you're driving to the grocery store in your Chrysler Pacifica, leap over some stuff.
Yeah. And this looks like it looks, I don't know where the show took place or it was supposed to take place, but it looks like they're in New Mexico on like a dirt track somewhere.
Those hay bales?
Yeah, like hay bales, like Texas or New Mexico.
And some of those plastic flags like at the grand opening of the parking shop?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it looks like this is
I wanted to
it's
say
some open
Los
field
Angeles,
somewhere.
but
Man, what a weird looking car.
So the title, so we've seen basically the innards of the car, right? And
Yes.
now the car has come up and it's going over a jump in some field somewhere in some man-made track, right?
Yep.
And now we see Hardcastle and McCormick, and laid over the car as the car was jumping. So that's the intro. That's a different kind of
And like
title.
a kind of a cool, like it looks like a race car looking font with the yellow and the red.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know what you would say, and I think your description of this car as a Matchbox car is spot on.
You got weird cars that were almost like bubble windshields and
Yeah.
stuff, and that's what I'm feeling here.
Correct.
so the kit car that was kind of based off was based on an actual a race car built by McLaren.
McLaren, okay.
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Oh, and the show took place in California, or that's where it's supposed
That's
to
where
take place.
it's based. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. Actually, it almost looks like a Corvette.
It does in the back a little
Yeah, it
bit.
looks like a
You
Corvette
throw some
body.
round brake lights on there, but yes, from the side,
yeah.
that could be
Even
a
the
'78 Stingray, maybe.
Yeah, it could. It's got a late '70s, early '80s Corvette body there a little bit.
Does that have a state of Wisconsin collector's plate on that? They shouldn't be driving in January. Sorry. So it's all car at this point.
Correct?
Jumping, spinning, turning, hay
Right.
bales, flags.
Yep.
The black covered headlight area.
Yes.
Again, very matchboxy.
Yep. Love it.
Our first picture of Tommy Lasorda and Philip Michael Thomas is that they're just shooting guns. Now, Philip Michael Thomas's hair looks a little oranger.
Hey, that's a serious perm.
It's a serious.
Holy cow!
It's tight. It's tight.
What is his name again? The actor. Obviously, we know it's
Daniel
McCormick.
Hugh Kelly.
Daniel Hugh Kelly,
Yeah.
rocking a orangish perm.
Very tight curls. On that
Nothing
thing.
better.
Nothing
Yeah.
better.
And Judge Hardcastle is shooting off a
Mag 45.
Magnum
Mag
45. exactly.
It's a big one.
Huge barrel on the thing.
Well,
Like,
that's like kind of, that's why the guy like that's got.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he's kept those 200 files all those years, and now he's out for justice.
He's out for justice. By the way, sorry, did you see McCormick's ear protection at the firing range?
Fingers.
His fingers in his ears. It's great.
Now,
This is an
Judge
interesting-
Hardcastle was shooting at a target here, and he looks to be a little astray.
He's not a great shot.
He's not a great shot.
Oh, it's wide left.
Wide
left all the way around.
Yes.
So is this like their training, their crime fighting training?
That's a great
And
question.
who's training whom?
Well,
exactly?
McCormick is the criminal,
True.
so he might know his way around a gun a little better than the judge.
Good point.
Have you hit the brakes?
Hardcastle's kind of built.
Oh yeah, he's the kind of guy
It's
you
not
wouldn't mess
just a
around
clever
with.
name.
Right.
Yeah. So his character looks like he is definitely Brian Dennehy with a splash of Ernest Borgnine from Airwolf because he's wearing the hat.
That's why I'm feeling the Tommy Lasorda.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a great blend. And he's wearing a ringer shirt, showing off those muscles.
80s,
Yeah.
again, 80s, beautiful.
So by the way, this
So
entire
here's
time they're just shooting.
Correct. So here's the aspect of the show, right? So he gives the gun to McCormick. McCormick shoots it at the target.
Boom.
Bullseye every
Bullseye,
time,
yeah.
right? So
It's a little comic relief here.
Before we go to that bridge,
And McCormick can't, or Hardcastle can't believe it. It's like
Judge
this dick.
Hardcastle, yep, back and forth. I can't see anything. We keep getting shots of the two of them. I can't see anything but the perm. Like I focus solely on the perm every time I'm in there.
I can't unsee Tommy Lasorda at this point.
it is.
Wheels on the straight and narrow. You wanna survive.
And now we're heading to that weird bridge, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's a helmet
He's still talking
perm.
about the perm.
It's a helmet perm.
It's your friend's mom
Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct.
when you were little.
Yeah, he must have spent hours under the helmet on that thing.
And Hardcastle just keeps switching his hats. Green hat, black hat, blue hat.
Correct. Yeah.
You don't give a shit. What's happening?
I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Are they holding a pebble?
His perm is like a He-Man perm. It's over the ears. I can't get over.
This guy in the perm.
I can't get over it.
They are behind some sort of Swiss-looking chalet,
Yeah.
and McCormick is holding what appears to be a moon rock.
Indeed.
And the weird bridge is making for weird scenes.
Yes.
All right. Oh. So they're playing.
Some kind of
they're
bet.
cracking wise on each other a little.
Yeah, some kind of bet or something. All right, so here's Judge Hardcastle in a Hawaiian shirt.
Looks great. Looks like his law degree's behind him.
Ocean man, iron and steel in the palm of your hand.
Come on.
What in the hell is that?
Is he getting burgled?
Yeah,
Looks like he's getting burgled, and he pulls out the longest gun I've
huge
ever seen.
rifle, long ass rifle.
That's for yak hunting.
correct.
I was gonna say Elmer Fudd-esque.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what it's. Have you guys seen the movie Ratatouille? Mm-hmm. So when the old lady pulls out
At the beginning.
at the beginning,
thick
pulls out the
glasses.
rifle and shoots the chandeliers.
That's about.
That's what it looked like to me.
All those Disney Imagineers were inspired by Hardcastle and McCormick.
Is the judge in a bathrobe?
He is in a
Bathrobe with a long rifle, blowing.
You don't pick when the burglars show up.
It's true.
So
It's true.
Yeah.
Betting your life on the state of the art.
Oh boy,
So this is the weirdest freaking intro we've ever had.
it's long. I feel like this is
It's kind of. I'm getting a little sleepy.
Yeah, it's that's what I'm saying. It's long.
they
It
could have
feels
cut
like
out
5
the whole
minutes.
bridge and everything after, and it would have been much better.
Now we're finally getting the introduction of the actors.
Correct. Yeah,
Brian-
We're a minute deep.
Is his last name Keith?
Yes.
Yeah, Brian Keith.
Would you rather be named Brian Keith or Keith Bryan?
Neither.
Okay.
I feel like if you had a name like that, you would probably insert your middle name. But since McCormick has a 3-namer, right?
Yeah.
He probably didn't want to do that.
Don't you let 'em cross the line. Under the hood, got
Yeah, there's
And here's
Richard
McCormick.
Hugh Davis or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Hugh? Am I right on the middle name?
Yes.
mullet, curly head.
the bad and the good. Everybody's doing time.
He's doing time right there. There's
Yeah,
Daniel
yes,
Hugh
Daniel
Kelly.
Hugh Kelly. Can't say I recognize him from anything else.
Who?
Yeah, I don't think.
Ooh,
I mean, Brian Keith has a huge resume.
Yeah,
Put,
Daniel
like
Hugh
a lot
Kelly.
of stuff in like the 60s and 70s.
yeah, yeah. Parent Trap for sure. Like I
But I think he did a lot of westerns and all.
totally makes sense. He looks like a rough
He was in
guy.
Gunsmoke.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. He looks like
McHale's
he'd kick
Navy.
anybody's ass in the show. Like he looks
Yeah.
like he's
Square jaw.
60 years old. Yeah, square jaw. Like you wouldn't mess with him.
Ooh.
Nope.
Finally, back to it.
Was that
was
a
a-
view of the car?
That was an awesome shot of the car. Right?
It looked like one of those models in health class in 8th grade of female insides.
correct. Correct.
Is that a
Yeah,
weird-
it was a shot. It was a shot from the hood, and it had the
fallopian tubes.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah, fallopian tube headlights.
Hey, welcome to the podcast, Fallopian Tubes.
And the screams.
There it is again.
So it says music by Mike Post
And Pete Carpenter. Welcome to the podcast,
Yeah.
Pete Carpenter.
Well, maybe Conky gave me bad info. Shit.
Pete Carpenter.
Team and the drives of me.
Oh my goodness, it's still going.
I think it's done.
Is it? Let's see. Holy shit.
I like the end.
It's a nice something.
That was really something.
That was. Do we have the other song? I don't need to see any
I
more
have
footage.
it queued up.
Let's just give it a so this
Is back to back.
So Pete, if you can tell me, Drive was season 1
And then
just episode 1?
nope, season 1, full season 1.
Okay.
And then season 2 they switched to this song called Back to
For
Back.
13 episodes.
12 episodes of that season 2. Then season 2 episode 13 they switched back to Drive, and Drive wrote it out through the
So
end.
what we're about to hear was only for a half season.
Yeah, roughly. I mean, I don't know how many episodes were per season, but yeah.
Okay.
It was
Sounds
a partial
about right.
season. So I'm assuming it's a worse song.
And we don't have a theme to look at here. It's just audio. Is that correct?
Nope. I don't.
Oh,
Whoa. Hold on.
Jumped right into
I
that.
think we're going to have to back it up. Do we have lyrics for this? Two people living in sin, a bunch of friends all watching.
it sounds like Greatest American Hero.
Oh,
It really
it's
does.
sung by
Like-
the same guy.
Yeah, I mean
But it's
and
also just still written. It's written by the same guys that wrote the first song. So,
yeah. So what's
so
the
it's
name of
Joe
this?
Scarberry back to back. Joey Scarberry, sorry.
all right.
And so see if you can pull up some lyrics on that gem.
Here we go.
Apparently Drake has a song called Back to Back. It's not
Is
what
that-
we're looking
Is
for.
that
though.
mixing up Conky's search?
This was co-written by Drake in 1982. Well, let's give it a spin, and we'll see if I can get lyrics.
Yeah.
Actually, I might need this started over. If you don't mind, Pete. Bring her back to the beginning.
Uh-huh.
It reminds me of something. Is it Jimmy Buffett again?
Okay, two people
in two different
two
worlds.
different worlds. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
A judge and a criminal.
People, two different worlds.
I never
still
thought
looking.
I could feel so free.
Yeah, that's right. It has that beat.
All right, I'm feeling a little Jimmy Buffett, a little, there's something else. It's
Yeah, it has a 80s Jimmy Buffett production
Yeah.
feel to it.
Millions of light years apart.
It totally has an
That's what I
80s
heard.
Buffett vibe.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the.
They got some funky bass in
It's
there.
very different than Drive.
Yes.
The internets don't.
Does it have a
Like
garbage
the-
bridge, though, is going to be the big question.
Yeah. So far, it's just kind of a smooth little jam.
The internets don't want to give me this one. They like
I think we're
Drive
gonna be
better.
I think we're going to be able to pull this one off on our own.
Yeah.
He's enunciating rather well. Not like that Belvedere guy.
Dangerous time shooting it straight from the heart? Is that what you're picking up?
Yeah, he oversang a little bit on that, shooting it straight from the heart. He was very passionate.
But just
He's
the-
earning his keep.
But it's a very melancholy song, like compared to Drive. Like Drive
Yes.
is a hard driving song. This doesn't make me want to watch Hardcastle and McCormick.
No.
Maybe that's why it only lasted 12 episodes.
I can't believe they gave it 12.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean the production is 80s country to a T.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
like,
80s Buffett.
Yeah, like
really
Kenny
is.
Rogers. You know,
Yes, Kenny Rogers.
Eddie Rabbit.
Islands in the Street.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I love a rainy night.
Welcome to the podcast, Eddie Rabbit.
It's kind of exciting, this fussing and fighting.
It's kind of exciting, this fussing and fighting.
Yeah.
That might be the best lyric we've had on the show thus far.
Yeah. You get that tattooed on your chest. Yep.
Right. Well, wait till some night when it's a duck blur. Then you get that tattooed on your chest.
Here we go acting like friends.
And here we go at it like friends? No, not go at
Here
it.
we
That
go,
probably-
my friend.
I think it's probably going at it like friends. It's a weird scene. I don't know.
Actually, the Hardcastle's into that, but
And
McCormick might be.
wait a second.
There's
Did
our
we just
hook.
get lines that said
back to back.
Wait, what was the line before that?
Well, that was the question.
friends going at it.
Going at it like friends, and then back to back.
Yeah. Some weird.
I don't know.
Interesting Kama Sutra stuff going on here. I like it.
Well, and McCormick might be into, like he might have knowledge of things that we don't know about.
He lives on the edge.
He's been in prison.
Yeah.
And he's got a great hairdo.
Back to back.
Now,
That's a catchy little hook.
totally. And is it a keyboard and like a clean like Stratocaster guitar?
Yeah.
Like
Some great harmonies.
yeah.
Back to back, we're in it together. Whoa, Phil Collins doing the drum fill there.
Yeah. You can totally tell it's the same guy that sang The Greatest American Hero.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling the moment we met that you were the wrong kind of love.
Lover?
Wait, I think this. Yeah.
I think
it's a love song.
I had a feeling the moment we met that you were the wrong kind of lover.
What the hell?
Would Hardcastle and McCormick be considered like a winter-spring romance? Is that what they call those?
Something like that.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's older and McCormick's younger. Winter-spring.
Huh. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Something like that.
Back to back.
You're like a bad habit that I can't forget.
I mean, it seems like they wrote this song not for this show.
I would agree. This doesn't seem... At the beginning, it seemed catered to the show.
The first
opposites.
song, Drive, all about car.
This
A
one's
little
about
bit of justice. This one is
love. It's a love song.
It's different.
Each time you think they're going to get back on track, he just keeps bringing it back to some kind of sexual innuendo.
I love it. Love me some
It's
innuendo.
ridiculous.
We'll keep her rolling.
You got the right kind of stuff.
You got the right kind of stuff.
Back, holding the line. We're over our heads, but we're in it together.
Holding the line over our heads and
We're
it together.
over our heads, but we're in it together.
Heck yeah, Hardcastle and McCormick.
Yeah.
In it together. Michael Knight and Tommy Lasorda.
That, yep.
Back to back to back. Take it one step at a time.
Yeah, they
So
are.
I don't mean to belabor the Jimmy Buffett point, but the movie Summer Rental has a montage scene with a Jimmy Buffett song called Turning Around.
Yeah.
And this is...
Yeah.
They're
It's right there.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way, for sure.
in a good way.
Correct. I really like the
Hell
I
yeah.
like the hook. It's
I
good.
love the hook.
It's really good. It's really
fantastic.
good. The lyrics are wanting, but it's
Yeah, hey.
but the hook is good.
It's a really good hook.
Yeah.
I get why they gave it a try.
yes.
Over our heads, but we're in it together. Back to back. We'll take it one step at a time. Back to back.
Back to back.
Wow. Well,
Holy
holy
smokes.
shit. Do we know if we have the same video as last time?
It is a different
Oh, Jesus.
video. Do we have time to even do another
I gotta
video?
pee.
Or should we just vote?
Let's just get
Can,
her done.
can we just see a few seconds? I am curious.
It is more...
For a show that none of us have ever
a
seen.
little
We
more
can,
slapsticky than the first one.
all right. Let's just... Let's take a look. Conky, can you go full screen? All right.
Never ends. It's kind of exciting, this fussing and
Oh, yeah.
fighting. Here we go acting like friends. Back to back.
Yeah, I like the idea of these guys just being an autumn,
But
summer
instead
lovers.
of the original idea, like my understanding of the premise of the show, right, was that these guys are on a vigilante justice, right? Now this is more like this is Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, it's...
And if somebody were to tell you that our longest episode ever was going to be Hardcastle and McCormick,
They did have two distinctly different songs, so...
yeah, I like that we're just ignoring the visual for episode 2. Let's see a few more seconds.
Over our heads, but
Judge Hardcastle has a Stingray Corvette Black, which is like probably my favorite car of all time.
Was that a
convertible?
67?
It's
a
beautiful.
It's a nice looking
like
Corvette.
a 65 or 60. It's beautiful.
Mid 60s.
We're in it together, back to back.
Another car jump right there over a fence.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Let's go to the let's just see what it closes with, because it was that back to back. That'll be worth it.
Playing soccer. What the hell?
Very slapstick. Well said, Pete. Little.
Totally. Yeah, totally slapstick.
Well, we've got 2 votes to do here. Guys, we're at 55 minutes. I don't think we've ever cracked an hour.
Oh, my
Should we
God.
try to not crack an hour?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Theme song 1 is called Drive.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't want to rush too much because I like a little drama here. Let's start with Pete.
I mean, I did not like the way it ended, but it was not bad enough to overrule the beginning. So
I'll be back.
I'm going to go next
Yeah.
to create some drama because I really liked how it began, but the ending just messed up my brain. So this is a thumbs down for me.
You're in big trouble,
And again, I
mister.
really liked the intro, but yeah. So we got a tie ball game here.
the finish is more important.
Yes.
You remember the last note of the song.
Back
Like,
to back.
can literally ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Drive is a weird song. I really like the Kiss part of it. The middle eighth or whatever, whatever you want to call it. The bridge is terrible
It's bad.
and ruins the song. I think it's Michelle.
All right.
Okay.
So Drive is going on our wall of shame.
Eventually, Conky ever wants to get us there.
Conky.
Yeah, I killed me.
Oh,
Outstanding.
Conky. Oh, Conky.
You break me.
Okay. Well, either way, we know
See,
how.
can we get a Michelle or no? She's not working.
You're in big
Hey, there it is.
trouble,
There's
mister.
Michelle. Thanks, Michelle.
I feel like
and Conky.
I feel like I've kind of played back to back. I really, really like it. So I'm going to start voting
Sure.
and give that a big old thumbs up. Back
All
to
right.
back.
I'll be back.
I feel like Pete's our wild card on this one.
So you want Ryan to go next?
No, I want you to go next.
I actually agree, John.
All right.
I must be just in an agreeable mood today because I'm giving both of these Hardcastle and McCormick songs a thumbs up here. If Conky.
I like this. This is fun.
Oh, Conkster.
You should see Conky trying. He's shaking back and forth. Come on, Conky.
I'll be back.
Ryan.
Unanimous.
I'll be back.
Now, I have mentioned many episodes ago, next time we get all a thumbs up, we have to ask, is this song an all-time mega classic?
No.
No.
Oh, all right. I was going to say yes. All right. So at this point, and sometime we'll go back and retroactively
Sure.
vote on other ones that got 3 thumbs up. Anonymous statistician, if you could work those for us, Tyler.
Yeah.
All right. We are at 58 minutes.
Wow.
And
Shut her down.
that was great. 2 different Hardcastle and McCormick themes. One of us is going to go back and watch this show. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
I might take a swing at it. I mean,
Why not?
Never know.
cars, action, punching,
Beautiful.
guns. Love it.
Perms.
Perms. Well, until next week, I am John.
I'm Ryan.
And I am Peter.
And thank you for tuning in to the Super 80s podcast, friend, where the towels are hers and hers